Hi, we're going to take a look at some quick tips in Captivate. Here I have an image I brought in from Adobe Stock, and what I'm going to do is just show you a few things you might not have known. I'm going to double click on this image here. It's going to take me over to Properties, and I'm going to come down here to a little button you might not know it's here called Edit Image. Over here you got various controls to change your brightness, contrast, and so on and so forth of the picture. And you have to let up sometimes after you make an adjustment before you see it. You can also key in numbers if you want to try to match things. Most importantly, maybe, is this alpha channel here. Alpha, short and sweet on that, means opacity. So if you want to change the opacity or transparency of something, you can go ahead and control it here. So if you want to see through another object or kind of make it a watermark or change the opacity, you can do it here. Hue is going to change the color of all of the colors in here and kind of switch them around. You can't pick and choose which colors change. It's the hue change for the whole thing. Saturation is the intensity of the color. If you want to make something black and white or kind of unsaturated or faded back a little bit, you can also come down here and say, I want to turn this into a real live grayscale. Just click one button, you can do that. You can invert the color for something a little bit more interesting. Maybe you do that to a picture and you set up an action that goes and flips between them just to draw some attention. You can also come down here and flip. You can rotate. You can fit to the stage of your slide, the size of the slide. You can crop. This is kind of a guessing thing here. I'm going to come over here and let's say I want to crop out. So I just have kind of a image or a crop of just the young man here. There you go. So you can crop that back. You can zoom in and zoom out on portions as you work on them. It tells you the size over here if you've cropped it. Let's just go ahead and pick OK and see what we got. So it comes right back here on the screen. Looks pretty doggone good. Now I'm going to double click on it again. And that just, again, brings up the properties here. If you want to add a shadow to it, here's shadow, an outer shadow. And then you can pick various positions for that shadow, what the color of the shadow is, the direction the light source is, the distance from the object, and all those things. Another thing that you can do is you can go up here in the upper right. My library is actually here. Your library might be here automatically. Just know that if you have an image here or anything else like a video or anything else that you may have brought in, you can right click and say, whoops, sorry about that. You can right click here and find it in the library and it will come over here and select it. So if you're looking for something in the library, you can come over here and do this. Another reason you may want to do this is notice that the library has this image, which is this cropped image, and back here it has the original image. Just to let you know that it's going to keep a master copy of that original image before you go into adjustments. And then if you make adjustments to it, it's going to make a copy. Well, I hope that's something you can use. We'll check back with you later.